Good morning, everybody. Reading from 1 Samuel 18, 7-8. So the women sang as they danced and said, Saul has slain his thousands and David his 10,000s. Then Saul was angry and the saying displeased him. Now, John chapter 2, verse 9-10. When the master of the feast had tasted the water that was made wine, and did not know where it had come from, the master of the feast called the bridegroom and said to him, Every man at the beginning sets out the good wine, and when men have well drunk, then the inferior. You have kept the good wine until now. In these texts, we have opposite extremes. In the first account, David is rightly receiving adulation because he slew the giant Goliath, which resulted in a great victory over the Philistines for the Israelites. Saul's reaction is very telling. He doesn't show gratitude to either God or David. He is jealous of David. He is fearful of his own position. And so he has started to spiral downward into his own self-destruction. Rather than agree with the wonderful thing that God is doing in Israel, he opposes it and does his best to destroy David, whom he sees as competition. In the second story, we see the glory of Jesus revealed. Jesus has just performed an outstanding miracle. He turned water into wine. He did it relatively privately. The servants knew, his mother would have known, and probably his disciples, but the master of the wedding didn't know, and probably the bridegroom didn't know either. So the master praises the bridegroom for what he has done, keeping the best wine until last. Jesus doesn't step in and say, oh no, you have got it wrong. It was me. I did a miracle here. Jesus keeps quiet and lets the bridegroom get all the credit for what he has done. In doing that, I think he showed forth his glory just as much as in doing a miracle which no one else could do. It doesn't say in the text, but I suspect that Jesus was inwardly rejoicing as the young bridegroom was given the limelight and the praise. Just a short while previously, the bridegroom was in a position which would have humiliated him in his village for the rest of his life. Now he will be known for something outstanding. We are called to be followers of Jesus. We must certainly put all jealousy to death. And sometimes God will let others get credit for what we do. Then he will see how we respond. We need to allow Christ in us to form his character in us so that we are constantly delighted when others are blessed, even if it comes at our own expense. Amen. Have a great day.